always nice. I hate mistakes. I hate it.
Because he's senior year, maybe. That'll be Cassidy next year.
Yeah. But both of these kids are going
You
to
can raise your arm, Bella.
3 or 4. Yeah.
You can raise your arm like Kathy mentioned.
Yeah, that's hard. I had a girl that was in my class from Michigan. I've known her since she was probably 3 or 4. We've been together. We've been graduating together since then. Yeah. We were in high school together, and is it Cassie in the house? Not yet. She's engaging. Hey, Ella. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Did you like it? Was it long? I know. I was good job. You were so long. So was I, Cass. Oh my God. I was bawling. So bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, would you please welcome the Mark But you have to realize I can't be all these things you project on me, 'cause I'm beautiful to me. Doesn't that mean a thing? I'm just you on me, and that is fine by me. 'Cause I am lovely just the way that I am. I am lovely the way that I am. Oh, 'cause I feel lovely, lovely.
Justice, and peace, that we may join with our brothers and sisters to establish all things in Christ, for the lasting welfare of our nation, and the greater honor and glory of God. Therefore, I pledge myself to hold this diploma as a sacred trust, to be loyal to my country and my flag, to serve God and all people, and to keep these ideals for as long as I shall live.
Thank you, Anthony. Welcome to the podium at this time, Senior Body Vice President Anna Varley, who will now speak to us in retrospect.
Good afternoon, family, friends, alumni, class of 2017.
Today we gather one final time to celebrate and reflect on our accomplishments and successes during our time here at Waller Catholic High School. Jeremy Bogie, I know it may be hard for you to stay the entire time, but I believe in you. Freshman year, we entered the dark, dingy, musty-smelling halls of Waller Catholic, wearing our fresh, crested polos, not knowing what lay ahead of us. Although our first glimpse of Waller was shockingly unlike the movies, we quickly made this place our own. As we looked around, we were shocked at the absence of Regina George in the plastics. We were shocked Claire, Allison, Brian, and Andrew were not in Saturday detention, and perhaps the most difficult reality, there was no sign of Troy Bolton singing and dancing on the lunchroom tables. Nothing tops the freshman dance. There was something about the DJ and wearing a t-shirt and shorts that even Guppy and Olivia stayed the entire time. Between the incident during the Mr. Wallert Man pageant involving 2 males and a fruit roll-up, and the craziness after the boys won state basketball, it's pretty safe to say we were introduced to the reality of high school rather abruptly. We looked up to the upperclassmen, some of us more than others. For instance, Cassidy Swigham's over-the-top, sometimes out-of-control infatuation with Danny Broderick. Others of us were so intrigued by the upperclassmen that we sprayed them with water bottles, then turned around and ran down the hall. Caroline White, you were one brave soul. Some of us were lucky to experience Mr. Hateful and his low-key Mondays, which turned into low-key every day of the week. Others of us got to experience Mrs. Stiefel's religion class, where as long as we asked about her son, or Jared Wren began explaining his philosophy of the universe, we were sure to be assigned no homework. Freshman year, we were awkward eggs, waiting to hatch, or to be thrown, excited to encounter all that life had in store for us. Oh man, it's getting hot in here. Ellie Muir, can you leave? Sophomore year, we were finally not the lowest of the totem pole. We were no longer eggs, rather tiny baby eagles, just beginning to come out of our shells. First Tech Challenge and the robotics team embarked on their quest to find a solution to a real-world problem. Their hard work paid off as they marched all the way to MIT to show off their creation. Reagan and Ben Miller took the world by storm at our first homecoming dance. Elise Call's golf career took off and immediately received interest from the University of Dubuque. We grew as individuals and found our niche. We began to hatch and find our place in the eagle's nest. Junior year, we were finally upperclassmen. Not quite eagles, rather merely E's. With that comes maturity and responsibility, at least for most of us, besides Josh Rettenmeyer, who despite studying the fire safety protocol, still managed to completely ruin his hand on the first day of chemistry. And although we took a major L against the senior class in Powder Puff football, at least I think we did, we bounced back. The cross-country girls spent more time hiding in the bushes than running, but the boys soccer team made up for us by placing third at state. We attended Kairos, and for many of us, we saw the goodness of God and just how much we are loved for the very first time. Mark Ports and the trap shooting team shot down the competition in a very successful first couple seasons here at Waller. The renovations began, and we soon became accustomed to the constant sledgehammering and frequent fire alarms. Junior year was a time of change, to begin looking towards the future. We began to think for ourselves and to take the next steps in life. We hatched. We were eagles. We were E's ready to become eagles. As the years went on and dress down days decreased, and every Tuesday was no activity Tuesday, we entered senior year and we were well on our way to becoming full-fledged flying golden eagles. Some of us, Dalton, fell into the trap of senioritis, and to quote Kanye West in his song Graduation, developed the mentality of, give me this robe before you catch senioritis. We did what Golden Eagles do best. We won a state volleyball championship. Off the court, we excelled in the arts. Aiden McSpearin, along with the other talented actors and producers of Title of Show, took home many accolades, including qualifying for major film awards. Impulse finally claimed the Grand Champions title while singing and dancing their hearts out. Olivia Holtz started a knitting club, and soon so many people joined and knit hats to donate to local shelters. In religion class, Jack and Bruno finally got to profess their love for each other, while somehow Rick always ended up on the ground in gym class. Oh, and Jackie, I told you last night I'd give you a shout out for setting a straight track meet record, so congrats on that. Well, yeah. While our class continued and will continue to excel in every aspect of life, our faith and moral base continues to remain strong. As a class, we have shared in our personal struggles, but we have overcome them. Carly and Ivy, Stephen and Elena, all teamed up to share the light of Christ with the juniors on the Kairos retreat. Chris and Cody so graciously responded to the call of faith, and it's impossible not to see Christ in their hearts. And although sometimes we get knocked down, or our cars get egged, each of us managed to stand up and give a second effort. For instance, prom. We didn't let a new rule get in the way of making senior prom the best night of our lives. Or how about when we went an extra 2 days of school? Hashtag May 17th. Our senior year was a time to remember. It is a time to remember. We began to recognize what we really wanted in our lives. We hatched from our shells and developed into soaring golden eagles. So what do we do now? What do we do now that our time as golden eagles is coming to a close? Well, class of 2017, we stand firm in the faith, fall back on our community here at Wahlert, and set the world on fire. For now, it's not about where we've been or what we have done, it's about where we are
Here at
going.
Wahlert, in the beginning of the big scary world where no one really knows who you are and no one really cares. Now, I'm sure all your relatives and family friends have already crammed your head full of survival tips for the next few chapters of your life, but it only seems fitting that I, someone with no more experience than any of you, offer my own advice. So I'll leave you with these 3 guidelines. Number 1, show up. Whether you're going to college, getting a job, or some other third thing, the first step is always showing up. Number 2, do something unexpected. Never let yourself become too predictable. I mean, look at me. I am the first actor to become president. That's never been done before, ever. You have an opportunity as you go out into the world to be relatively unknown. Take advantage of that opportunity, knowing that you don't have any expectations or any reputation to fulfill, and be the kind of person that you want to be. And finally, number 3, remember where you came from. For some of us, the next few years will be some of the best times of our lives. But for others, it's going to be a rocky start. So if you ever find yourself in a bad place, or you feel like you can't figure out where to go next, always remember that there are people who care about you, and that this is a place you can always call home. Because no matter where you end up in this journey of life, all you have to do is close your eyes and remember what it was like to sit in this very gym and to walk these halls. And as you close your eyes, you start to remember the memories, and you hear Michael Bandler playing on the grand piano. And suddenly, the time when Alex Nillis still had hair. The time when everyone booed Leela's terrible puns. The time when Matt Miller wowed us with his incredible animal impersonations. The time when all the girls loved Tom Hawkins' amazing biceps. And when Ben Isaac was Ben Isaac. And when you listen to Steven's guitar solo, remember, it's only Teenage Wasteland! Teenage Wasteland! Teenage Wasteland! Yeah, that's right! And we graduated! So, wherever you find yourself in these next 5, 10, 20 years, whether you're living in your mother's basement, or you're spending your nights with the love of your life, whether you're stuck in a dead-end job, or you're chasing your dreams, always remember that you can look back and remember what it was like to drive in the winning run, to take the final AP test, to hold hands with your special someone, to hide the milk that you spilled all over your crotch, and then you had to cross your legs all day so that no one would notice. You remember that no matter what happens, you will always be a Walmart Catholic Golden Eagle.
High honors. Cassidy Rose Swigum, high honors. Betsy Shizong Till. Madeline Ann Tomasek, honors. Leela Ann Udry, high honors. Bailey Jean Vance, honors. Sarah Jo Wareham, high honors. Eliana Mihai Wigginton, high honors. Madison Marie Zimmer.
And with that said, I present the Waller Catholic High School class of 2017. Thank you. All but the procession, congratulations, best of luck. I know you'll do wonders. This concludes our ceremony for today. Thank you.